Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Hammer. Today is Tuesday, December 23rd, 2025. I, of course, am Hammer, founder of Originator Success, Grab and Go Social, and Rate Sensei. Three amazing product lines to help my originator friends get more business in 2026. Remember, you can join me live each and every weekday morning around 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time as I go live on Facebook and YouTube, talking about what's going on with rates and pricing and the markets. Of course, not much to talk about for the next couple of weeks as we go through the holidays, but we're here anyway. We got some data. We had the GDP data today we can talk about. Remember, if you would like a reminder that I'm going live each morning, I do send out a quick text alert to give you a quick wake up reminder. You can sign up at hmmr.io/reminder. It is absolutely free of charge, or use this cool QR code right here. Also, if you would like to sign up for our email, we send out each and every weekday morning at ratelockadvice.com. Well, actually, we don't send it out there. You sign up there and you get it to your email inbox. You can sign up for that. And then last but not least, we have ratetextalerts.com. And you can sign up for our $7 text alerts, which admittedly, they're going to be pretty boring the next couple weeks. So I get you. I feel you. All right. So good morning, my friends. Question of the day for you. Let me go ahead and pop it in here. What is your favorite holiday movie? What is your favorite Xmas/holiday movie? Let me know in the comments. Let's have a little bit of fun today. We'll talk about what is your favorite Christmas or holiday movie. Let me know. Also, I'm going to throw this up on there. Let me see here. All right, let's see if this goes up there. Boom. Here you go. The Originator Success Vision Plan Workshop. The price goes up at 3 p.m. today. So this is your last chance to sign up at the early bird discounted price of $67. We're up to 80-something people now, which is good. I usually have over 100. I got to say, it's a slow year. And it's not that I'm peddling this so hard for the money. I want it to be well attended. I want to get people out there. So anyway, let me know in the comments, what is your favorite holiday movie? We're going to talk about that for a minute, and then we'll talk about the GDP and all the other stuff. So good morning, Sean Segaloff. It is not 2026 yet, but it will be before you know it. Tim Klyla, good morning. Almir Krivdik, good morning. Amy Blauser. Tell Zane I miss him. He should get on. Even why is he doesn't have school, so what? He doesn't want to be on. No, I'm just kidding. But do tell him hello. Brandy Rickler, good morning. Yasmin Martin, good morning. Michael Scott Love, Megan Bissell, Randy Teakle, Tim Klyla, Holly Johnson. Randy said boring can be good. I agree. All right, so Yasmin, I'll wear my jersey tomorrow. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, probably my second favorite. My favorite Christmas movie is Die Hard. Come on, Die Hard. I watch that every Christmas Eve, or even I might even watch it today. One of my favorite movies for sure. And but I have the jersey that they've been marketing that says Griswold. That was my thing this year. My wife bought it for me. She knew I wanted it. So that's one of my favorites as well. Amy's is Elf. Y'all already saw me in my Elf costume, Amy. And I did get some comments on that one for sure. And people wanted to take pictures. That was fun. That was all my wife's idea. That's my family's favorite is Elf. I don't hate it. It's not my favorite, though. The old classic, Holly Johnson, Home Alone from the 90s. It just, who knew that was ever going to be that one? Randy Teakle, he's going true classic. It's a Wonderful Life. That's a very popular one as well. Good morning, Bill Stevens. Randy said your family has adopted The Lord of the Rings as your holiday movie event. Really? Oh, that's fun. Bad Santa, Almir, that is a hysterical one. Do love me some Billy Bob Thornton. It is, and Bad Santa 2 was okay, but the first one was the best one. So, all right, well, let me know in the comments, y'all, your favorite holiday movie. Also, I am still going to keep pimping this hard. If you're not signed up, you can still sign up today. It is up until 3 o'clock Eastern time. 3 o'clock, I'm going to hit the button and it'll raise the price on the workshop. So go get signed up if you're not. Use this cool QR code or go to hmmr.io/2026 plan. will go. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and drop that off the screen. I'll come back to it at the end. Let's go ahead and show you what we got this morning. Data this morning, we've got the third quarter GDP data came out, and the economy expanded at the fastest pace in 2 years, bolstered by resilient consumer and business spending and calmer trade policies. The BEA, the Bureau of Economic Analysis, was originally due to publish the advanced estimate of GDP on October 30th, but the report was canceled due to the government shutdown. The agency typically releases 3 estimates of quarterly growth, fine-tuning projections as data comes in, but it will only release 2 for the period leading up to the longest shutdown on record. So this is kind of like, we usually get the initial, the revised, and then the final. So this is kind of like the revised is really what we've seen here. But the reaction in bonds, we could actually see it. Let me zoom in on this and pull it up with yellow here. Right about here, we were already down a bit. Tell me that someone doesn't get data a little early. Look at this, 827, 826. We were all the way up here, 101.28, and then we saw a big move lower. Now, don't go too nuts over reading into this. The reason that we saw such a big move is low trading volumes this time of year. That's kind of normal. See, and it moved it all the way over. There we go. Low trading volumes this kind of year. That's kind of normal to see, more erratic moves because, so again, traders are off for the last 2 weeks of the year. So, but it does show economic strength. One thing that was interesting too, and I just have to pull this a little closer so y'all can see it. There you go. Take a look. We've seen this. It's generally been right about here around 25%. Where's the compare? Let's see. When did it drop? So you can see that we're seeing just a little bit of a drop each. This is a week ago. This is a day ago. And then this is today off the data. It's hard to argue that the Fed is going to go ahead and cut rates anytime soon unless we see extremely low labor market data. And this is why I've been in that stance that I've been in about locking. It's probably not overly, but I mean, I'll throw the lock advice up there. Anything, I've been like this for over a week now. Anything that's last, 15 to 30 plus days, I would consider locking. When it comes to the calendar, we're not going to see anything really that could help rates improve until the jobs data on January 9th. And it's just not likely that we see a lot of improvement from that anyway. We'd have to see some really big weakness, and even that, we've already seen employment run from 4.4 to 4.6% for unemployment, and it didn't create huge things going on there. So Sean said, so GDP is up. Does that take into account spending on items that are more expensive, or is tariffs inflation factored in? In theory, that does. Your gross domestic product is going to be your costs on everything. So, but I think he actually talked about it right here. The delayed report card shows the economy maintained momentum through the middle of the year as consumers powered ahead, and the most punitive of President Donald Trump's tariffs were rolled back. While the shutdown is expected to weigh on fourth quarter growth, economists expect a modest rebound in 2026 when households receive tax refunds. Speaking of refunds, I saw somebody say they got the 1776, but I never know if that's like an AI thing. Did that $1,776 thing go out to service members? Service member. What did he call that? He calls everything not a disbursement. It's a D word. It's when you get stocks and bonds, you get money that comes to you. Let's see this. Yeah. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Service member 1776 money. Dividend, the Warrior dividend. So yeah, I have to say, in the normal news sources that I use, like Bloomberg and Wall Street Journal, I'm feeling like this would have been a bigger deal. But I mean, that's, you're going to see that in the economy. Anytime you see something like this, I mean, it's going to millions of people, 1.45 million service members. So that money is generally not going to be put into savings. It's generally going to go back into the economy. So we'll see that as economic stimulus, basically, and things like that are going to help. So I don't want to get into whether this is well-deserved or how it was paid for, or whether it's pandering. This conversation just doesn't go well. It's there. So, and it's done. But it's crazy because I have not seen much said about this on Bloomberg or the Wall Street Journal. I almost feel like it's very political that they haven't, and they're not usually like that. So, Randy, the fellowship left Rivendell on December 25th. Got it. Yeah. Tiffany said she's got friends who are active who have received it. So again, if money's going to go to people, at least it's going to people that are serving. And I think that's great. Was it just for active service members? Yeah, right, Holly. It's amazing. We missed this whole thing. That, you know, like you missed it, I missed it. Like it has not been. I don't know if it's big on like Fox News. I don't watch Fox News, but it has not been talked about or referenced much at all. And yes, it goes to the active service members. Even when I go to like the economic different things, it's just not. It's not even in the lower tiers of the headlines, which I gotta say, it just very strange, very, very strange. So, but the reason I'm bringing that up is we will see that as something that money will be spent and show up when we get fourth quarter numbers, and you'll see that as a lot of it's going to contribute to the outlook of economic strength. I mean, it's only 1.5 million people. I know that sounds very like a lot of people. It's not when we look at it, but it is all cumulative. And if it's $1,776, most of that for most people is going to end up going right into the economy, especially because when was it given? Around the holidays, when people are spending money. So we'll see that. We're going to see that hitting as well, which all of this means there's no reason to expect that we're going to see rates drop in that first quarter of January, February, March of 2026. Just not likely. So keep that in mind as far as where we're at, and that's why I would be locking. I don't think that we're going to see anything that's in a position that rates are going to improve heading into next year. I don't see much of that. So, and as far as this morning goes, mortgage-backed securities are down a little bit on the morning. We're down about 7 basis points. You got slightly worse pricing, not a lot, but slightly. The 10-year Treasury yield up a little bit, 4.20. I think it'll cap out here. 4.20 is a big line in the sand. 4.20 is also that old drug joke for pot. I forgot why 420 was the drug joke for pot, but does anyone remember why the pot thing, the 420 being a pot thing? But I mean, you're looking at the 10-year kind of hitting its highest peak here. That should be up a little bit higher if we look at that. There it is. This is going to be at its highest level. Hopefully it does not move higher. If it does, you can't put too much stock in it right now because it'll likely drop down. But it's not great to see that. And it is a kind of an ugly indicator on where things are going. Again, mortgage bonds, I told you last week that we were capping out around that 101.28. This is the line in the sand and has been. So right now we're about, 10 basis points, 12 basis points lower than that. Not far from the best levels. So Holly said your hub's a disabled vet. You get a lot of info on those things. He's saying he didn't even hear about this for active members, and we live by an Air Force base. That was the call for cops, 420. Thank you, Holly. So that's why 420 is the pot thing. So yeah, it's and the fact that it hasn't been spoken of and where the money came from. And I'm not big on pandering, guys. I know that anything to do with the military gets very touchy. If this money was being given to some other portion of the population, I don't think it would be as well received. We have a near and dear spot in our hearts for our service members, as we should, and I get that. But this being put out there. Hello to you, Miss Princess. Somebody wants some attention here. You want to say hello to everybody? Huh? You gonna say hello to everybody that you're wanting some attention? So, But anyway, that's it. That's what we got going on for today. Again, looking forward to a nice, calm week ahead. If you didn't tell us your favorite Christmas movie, please go ahead, or holiday movie, please go ahead and do so. What was your favorite Christmas or holiday movie? Again, I always go with mine's Die Hard, but my true Christmassy one would be National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. So Vicky said, so cute. Yeah, this is Sophia. Sophia's, I almost hit her with my Jeep and tried to get her adopted and have ended up with her and her brother, who is laying up by the window, George. If you haven't seen George, you will. George is he's taking it easy. He's laying down right now. That's why she wanted some. She's looking for some pets over here. So my wife just took in a new cat yesterday, Bobby. She's an older cat because my wife volunteers at the cat sanctuary, and this one needed a little extra attention. So we're fostering her for a while, it appears. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, y'all have a fantastic day. If you haven't signed up for the workshop, I'm going to throw it up there one more time. Price goes up at 3 p.m. Eastern time today. hmmr.io/2026-plan. I can actually type that into the chat. hmmr.io/2026-plan. There you go. And video of Trump from Fox News. Thanks, Tiffany. I'll take a look at it. Again, I don't watch Fox News, so I haven't really seen if this is, talked about a lot over there, but it hasn't been talked about anywhere else, which kind of it feels very political. It really does. And it shows that unfortunately our media is very broken, but we have already known that. So, all right, my friends, I'm going to wrap it up. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a fantastic one tomorrow. Big old Christmas Eve. I hope you'll join me. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.